Welcome to Nerd News Happy Hour, and I'm your host, Kalo, with
Shauna.
And Uncle Black.
and our special guest,
Dre. How you guys? So excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. It's my first guest. I'm excited. I'm so excited to see all you guys.
Same.
It's been a hot minute, and I miss this.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen you since Fashion Week.
Yes.
When Becky was coming back and forth to practice. So I haven't seen you since almost last year.
Yes.
Oh, this year, September, we'll make a year.
Yes, it will be.
Sure will.
This needs to stop, this whole COVID shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
To see some people. So, what are you guys doing in the past,
So for our fans, we've been away for about 2 weeks now. We took a small hiatus trying to enjoy 4th of July, but I think we all need to recharge our batteries as well and kind of just enjoy life, you know. And this is episode 38, so we're getting there, almost to that number 50. But it was nice. I definitely wanted to get back. I was hoping I didn't have to be at work tonight, so that's a big plus. But I really missed you guys, and I missed our fans too, and I can't wait to see Astoria get on, because I want to flip that bird.
He's on.
Oh, well then.
Wow.
So for number 28, I'm in a row. 28 times. 28 times.
Fuck you, Astoria crew. That's one of our biggest fans. He loves it.
So that is our tradition.
Yeah.
So by all means.
Yeah.
He's a good egg. We like him. He's our fanboy.
Oh, yeah.
Fanboy, our Jimmy Olsen, if you will.
Oh my God.
Astoria, we missed you so much too, brother. Missed you so much.
Yo, straight up.
But we are back, and our guest is Dre tonight.
Yeah.
Our guest is Dre, owner of Derells Style Your Swag.
Your Swag.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yes.
And go ahead, Shauna, introduce us to your friend.
All right, so I got to meet this wonderful person through contacts in the models, and I saw his design. I fell in love with his shit. Okay, it was like Disney vibe heaven. This collection, and I was obsessed. And then that koi fish dress.
Yeah,
my first YouTube video, my first official YouTube video.
If I had a soul to sell, I would sell it for that dress.
Oh my God.
Now, Dre, why did it take you so long to get on YouTube? I mean, your stuff is really cool. When did you start your company?
Okay, so to answer your first question, the YouTube thing is just more so of a video thing for me. I'm not like a camera person.
Okay.
I'm more so of a person that likes to produce and then, get the reaction from the people more so than, hey, I'm Dre, look, I make clothes, I do this, I do that, So I took my passion and found a way to be able to speak without speaking, through my clothes, and I've been able to do that. So with YouTube, it was just more so of what am I actually going to be able to do as far as content that's going to be continuous content that's going to be able to keep me afloat on YouTube instead of just like, hey, let me just do this on YouTube. So it did take until quarantine for me to actually plug it all in, but I kind of did happy that I wasn't able to work on the collection this year for Fashion Week because the YouTube thing started. Now I'm really not a big fan of listening to my own voice, so I was thinking more so of having to listen to 30 minutes of me just blah 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 blah, and getting through that and not pausing it, so I won't hear my voice, So the koi fish dress was a way for me to get a sense of what I can do on YouTube without it always being hey you guys, welcome to my channel, and this is free, and we're gonna do this. And, like, yeah, I have that personality when it's time for it, So yeah, I'm like this when I'm talking to people, but when it's me and like my sis Camilla here, it's kind of awkward.
Hello,
like,
Camilla.
It's like, hey you guys, welcome to my thing. And then, it's awkward, So, but I've learned a trick. I listen to music in my ear, so I'm not really listening to myself.
Yeah.
So I'm actually listening to the music as I'm talking and I'm doing things like that.
That's a good
So the second question, sorry about that. It's like long-winded.
It's all good. It's all good.
You're good.
I started June 2018 is when I had the confidence within myself to actually invest in the sewing machine, so to say. So when I was talking to you guys earlier about the bakery, when I was working at the bakery, not too far from there, when I was walking home, it was like a knitting store. So I'm like a crafty person, I went to school for architecture and design. I dance, I cook, I bake, I draw, so it's always like been in my face. So I've always wanted to be in the DIY community, but I just felt like I didn't have a passion for anything DIY, So the knitting became the gateway to me actually getting involved with fashion, period. Because at first it was just more so of like, okay, what can I do to build a business or a brand, So I was telling Shauna about how I went to, when I was living in New York, I went to be a baker. I was making cupcakes and things like that. And it's just more so of like, yeah, I like to do it for my personal use, but when you got to like 50 cupcakes and like perfect them to where you got to, it becomes like, do you really sit and frost 150 cupcakes for the rest?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Came that situation.
So who really who would you say inspired you to really kind of...
I would have to give my props to my grandma. So I'll give my props to her because she was the one that introduced me to crocheting, she introduced me to the crocheting, which I was more comfortable with learning and teaching myself how to knit.
Okay.
So it kind of played hand in hand. And so that summer of the 2018 in June, when I went to go visit her, she used to sew. She actually sews like sewing club. I'm from Alabama, you guys. Originally born in Alabama. So I went to go visit Grandma. Yes. And Grandma, she was like, she had like 2 sewing machines in the closet. She had like a bunch of elastic, and she had like one of those old school blue bins with the tops on it, full of fabric.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was like, Grandma, girl, what you doing all this? You don't even sew. Like, you gotta sew. And then she was just like, oh, no, my eyes. My hands ain't that good no more. I'm just like, Grandma, you going to teach her or you not? She was like, no, maybe. How long you going to be here? So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm going to teach you for myself. And then I'm going to just, do the stuff that I want you to do for myself. So within that time frame, it's just more so of like YouTube videos, just understanding sewing because I didn't go to school for it, So it was just more so of me trying to figure out what fashion was in the first place, the understanding of construction clothes and things like that. So once I watched a few videos, I was like, yeah, so if I ever get the chance to just go and find a cheap sewing machine, under $80, I think that's when I'm gonna, invest in it. And we were at checkout. When I was down south with my grandmother, we went to the Walmart and we was at checkout. And I was just like, Grandma, hold on. I think I'm going to go see if they have a sewing machine. If it's under $80, I'll go get it. She was like, boy, don't go waste your money. I was like, Grandma, I really think I should just go get it. Just hold on. So I ran back there. And I was looking. And I looked at one machine and it was $150. But it was super small. So I was just like, let me show you guys my baby. Oh my gosh. I picked her up and
oh, look, it's so cute.
It was $72 whole dollars.
Look at you, dude. You customized it and all.
Yes, yes. And from there, like, the first thing I ever made was a chair cover for her.
That's
So, like, when I
awesome.
first got down there, her thing was, like, she had these white chairs she had for, like, years. And they were, like, gray. And she's like, oh, my gosh, I'm not getting rid of my chairs. I need chair covers. I need chair covers. I was like, Grum, you got all this fabric. You got sewing machines. You need to sew them. She's like, I can't. My eyes, my hands, my eyes. So, like, okay, girl, I'm going to show you some curtains. I'm going to show you, no, not curtains, the chair covers. So I was like on YouTube, and I was like, how to, sew the chair cover. And I just like looked at a bunch of YouTube videos. I really didn't like understand it because I didn't know what sewing was. So either way, somebody's like, hey, do this and put this here. It's still like I don't have no knowledge. So I just literally like folded the fabric on to the chair, and I just like started cutting like where the lines were, and then like sewed that together. And the chairs was locked in her room, so I waited till the morning. And I was like, "Hey, Grandma, I think I made the chair covers," and I put them on, and they fit. And that was the first thing I ever made. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I think something, And like a lot of people was like, "Hey, just start small." But I feel like with me, I'm just more so of a go-getter. I'm like so determined to learn how to do stuff, So once I did that, I was like, what? I want to make a whole suit. And I was like, I don't even know how to make pants. I don't even know, what, goes into even making clothes. I don't know how much money goes, how much are the fabrics. Like, I just sold that one thing and thought it would be like this amazing thing. Like, what if I could wake up and do this every day? Like, who wouldn't want to be able to just like, oh, I need a new shirt. Let me just go in here and see. Like, I don't throw away extra scraps of fabric because everything could be color blocked. Everything could be, so like, I haven't bought a T-shirt in God knows how long.
Yeah.
So it became more so of finding my niche. So I think it was just more so of the years on of me finding myself, me trying to bake, and me going to school for architecture and design and things like that. I was like on the right path, but I wasn't looking in the right direction, and I'm just so happy that it didn't take me, till I was like 35 to like figure it out, so.
Gotcha, yeah.
Because I do wish I went to school for it because of how passionate I am about it, and I just can imagine if I was 18, 19 years old in high school, making clothes. Imagine what I would be at 25 years old. But I think, that's all I said. But I feel like the type of person I isn't the same person I'm sitting here today,
Exactly.
So I feel like it was more so of me actually taking that journey and actually finding myself and not finding myself at the wrong moment to where, because I could have found it when I was living in New York, and instead of baking, I could have wanted to sew, but I was working at Starbucks, I was working 4 or 5 days a week, I was getting off at 5 o'clock, but I had to commute on the train to get all the way home. So it was things like that was like, could have been in my way, kind of, sort of, if you look at it like that. But then, like, moving in, like, to Connecticut, it was, like, really quiet. I had time to think. I had time to actually, it was a different scenery, it wasn't New York. And worried about what job is paying more, like, where can I go? I was more so of, like, where do I want to be, in the next 10, 15 years, And I just felt like, me and myself are always like clothes, so it's like, okay, well, I like pink, but I never could find nothing in pink in my size, I'm butt so big, so it's just like, what can I do to try? What can I do, personally, where it's not breaking my pockets, but I'm still able to enjoy, the process of it. Knitting, it took like 5 months to make a sweater. Like, let's be for real. Who really wants to, like, don't get me wrong, like, the outcome is amazing, but it's like, if I would have started knitting, I would have had about 2-3 jackets. I can show you guys some of my knitting. It was amazing while I was there, but I'm
gonna do that because I want to play in your clothes. So.
No, yeah. Well, I'm also like, I don't know. I like things like hanging off my shoulders. I like ponchos. I don't know. I just like to be.
You like to flow.
I like to be extra.
Yeah, I'm sort of like walking by twice, like, oh my gosh, where you get that from? It's like, oh, thank you so much. I made it at home.
So, other than sewing, what do you like to do other than sewing? Like, do you game? Do you comics? Do you nerd out?
Yeah, I see those toys behind you.
I know, I see little Batman.
So on my off days, I usually, when I'm not like sewing and things like that, I do play the game, but I am selective. So I'm more so of I play like God of War. I like to play Mortal Kombat XL. I like to play that. I like to play the Marvel versus DC. I think that's what it is, with like the Batman and all of them colliding, fighting. So more so like for fighting, racing type of games. But I do want a group of friends that play Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
I think.
Didn't you say your brother runs a campaign?
Oh yeah, I know. He's the game master right now, and we're still playing a campaign, but it's difficult to play with Roll20 online. But when we get together, man, it's like this basement becomes a dungeon, and we just get so into it. We all play our part. Yeah. So geeky, but so fruitful, man.
No, I think personally I'll fit right in. I think I'm gonna be the one that like has to like, okay, I'm gonna be this character and like trying to sew something up real quick the week before you gotta go play. Just come and have my speaker blaster with my theme music and come into it. Like, I think I would be that.
I think we're gonna have to do like a second little like YouTube thing where we have like.
No, I'm all down because I don't know. Like, I was never into it, but it's just more so of like when you hear people talk about it and you see like the gameplay, like preview of people playing the game. It just looks like who wouldn't want to sit there for hours like with a bunch of friends and just like
and have an adventure.
Yeah, like I don't know, but I would want to be like the person that reads off the story and just do like the sporadic random things that. In the middle of the game, I think I would, just want to sit there with the book.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be?
You want to be game master.
The game master.
But I will play.
Or board master.
I will play to work my way where I need to be. So I'll be fair. I'm not going to try to come in the game like, this is my shit. I'm like, I'll take my time and work my way, but I really do want to take the time out of my life to learn how to play that.
You'd be like an amazing game dungeon master because I feel like you would get like all in it. Like you would wear like an outfit and you'd have like the voices and the ambiance and just everything. I totally.
No, because it was like raining and we were supposed to go out. This was like when things were opening like little by little. And we were supposed to go go-karting, and it was like pouring down raining. And my boyfriend's best friend came from New York. And I was like, so it's going to be raining all week, so do you think we should go get Dungeons & Dragons from Target? And he's like, I don't think he's going to fit. I was like, who doesn't want to play that game? Like, who in their right mind haven't even thought about just trying it, even if they're not going to like sit out and play the full game? Like, I don't know. I would really want to sit there and play that game. I don't know. I would want to. I think it would be fun. It looks amazing.
So, everybody gets asked this. Ryan Reynolds or Keanu Reeves?
So, I swear on my life, at the end of John Wick 2, I saw a trailer for the third movie. I swear to God. I swear that they're just going to keep going and bringing me this awesomeness.
Well, he said he'll keep making John Wick movies as long as the fans want them. He's like, I'll keep making them.
He know we want them. We want it too. Are you kidding me? When he ended 2, I was like, are you fucking serious?
Love Keanu.
My first question was, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I saw John Wick on bootleg. So, when I saw that movie Clear, I lost my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I was missing out. I watched it over and over and over and over and over. Once they killed that dog, I knew it was going to be a second one. I'm sorry. The way the movie was playing out, the way after they killed the dog, I knew it was going to be a second one.
Yeah, that was foul how they did him.
Yeah, I was like, and then when he was breaking up the garage floor, I was like, yeah, they gotta make they have to make a second. Why wouldn't they?
What's going on with YouTube there?
We lost Ernie, and so I had to readjust to.
Gotcha. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
There's some shenanigans going on. What do we got? Wow.
Yeah, I tried adding him again, but he's probably having some difficulty. He did say he wanted to throw his computer into space, so he might be talking to Elon at the moment. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But,
well, I did I not say it is not an official Nerd News Happy Hour podcast?
If something goes wrong,
we don't have something
in the middle of it,
yeah. Listen, life wouldn't be life if nothing.
I know, right? So,
big shout out to Ms. Vicious. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to the stream.
I can't see who's on. I can't see who's on YouTube because I got I'm kind of watching on the Facebook.
Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to us. It would really be awesome to have you watch us. But yeah, so let's see. So did you know, Dre? Speaking of Keanu, that he has a part in that Cyberpunk. What is it? 2077.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's in that.
Yeah, he's in that. Yeah, he's like a memory.
No, I did not know that.
He's like a memory.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Now I think so. Okay, so your fashion. What do you like about fashion? Do you like the retro fashion? Do you like the futuristic fashion? What is it that really makes you be like, yo, I need to do something right now. I want to create. What style is it?
I would say it's more so vintage, futuristic-ish.
Okay.
Due to me being young, so to say, 25 years old, so it's just more so of what would people actually want, more so than me, so I like to make clothes that if you used to walk outside, somebody, if it's even 2 to 3 people for sure, I know that somebody's going to ask you where you get your jacket from, and
I love wearing shit like that.
No, yeah, this jacket, I went to record a podcast for another one of my friends, and it was video, not even video, it was just recording, and I wore this jacket, and it was just oh my god, this jacket, and it's just okay, so just imagine if I was actually outside, and so more so of my inspiration on that aspect of my fashion and where I actually decided to take it.
Did we get things back? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yay, he's back.
Hardwired.
Oh, that's why. All right,
Stupid
just give us a
Xbox.
moment, fans. We're just readjusting over here. Sorry about that.
Gotta adjust.
My Wi-Fi extender is not working in my basement, so I had to hardwire.
It's funny that you say Wi-Fi extender because I actually use this Sixel from Amazon that connects to electricity because internet through electricity is a lot faster, a lot more stable than trying to have a range because you lose that power from the modem router to the range to your computer. So I found it's a lot easier with that. It's only maybe $70, and I know it's a little bit steep, but believe me, if you want to play video games at 177 megabits per second, whatever, between that range, it works compared to Wi-Fi that's only 45, 46. And
Yeah, I got the 3-pack from Xfinity. They're X-Fi pods. And the
Wait, I
shit's been
can't-
blinking.
you can't hear him?
Oh,
I
now
can't hear-
you can.
No, I
So
can't hear Dre either.
Yeah, I can't hear Dre.
Can you hear me?
Now we hear
Okay,
you.
now I can hear you.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
We can hear you now, Dre. Keep talking.
What about me?
I can hear you, E.
Okay, good.
Say something, D.
I should be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
We just don't
Okay.
hear Dre.
All right, so... Oh, nope, I can't hear D. Dre?
Yes. I'm here.
Okay, now I
Okay,
can hear
yeah.
you.
It's, you sound low, but you sound, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was
Sorry
like,
about
I feel weird because now I have G, I have D, I have E.
There you go.
Hey, you need an A, B, C.
Yeah, right?
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
that. Okay, fine.
Dun, 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 dun,
A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Trying to get a fan.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Okay.
is that a Derell branded fan?
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, shit.
I need one. I need one.
Why?
We gave them out for Fashion Week. Oh my gosh! And then I tried to
Oh,
try
that's
to make
cool.
some merch for Fashion Week, but I'm gonna actually dye this pink.
You got more
I would
hats, dude?
take that.
Huh?
You got more hats?
Do I have more hats? No. So, no. So, we ordered those from Vistaprint just for the branding purposes, but I actually am in the process of making my own hats from scratch. So now, my only thing is, am I gonna have like the custom like buttons on top, or how I'm gonna just do that in general? So I'm just thinking about like logo brims instead of like the hat being like, oh, 0, 0, 0, 0. So just having like
Yeah.
the brim of the hat of the logo. So, because I like to put pins and stuff on my hat, so I know other people do. So I try to think, like a normal person, So I know if you have like a logo everywhere, you're gonna like, oh my gosh, I don't want to try to mess up the logo. So if it's here where you can't attach anything, you have no choice but to add.
Gotcha.
I like
So
that.
it's just more so of me planning and like a branding thing. I
Now,
just don't want to do anything more so.
now you do all this through Vistaprint?
Well, no. So,
Because
I don't know where I actually got these from because I really don't do like the marketing and aspect of like Derells.
Okay.
But I just get the merch to like show it off.
Gotcha.
And you're like, hey, we have this, we have that. But
It's
I
not
do.
like
Because I was
So,
gonna say, if you invested in like a cricket machine, a circuit machine,
no,
yeah.
hold on,
You
oh,
see
my
that shirt
secret-
right there?
Keep telling the people my
Craft Life,
secret.
Craft Star Life. You see that shirt?
That's
You see this shirt
cricket.
right
Yeah.
there?
E-press machine.
I have a rose pink one.
A rose
It's
pink.
so pink.
The
Yes.
rose pink cricket
The-
maker.
Yes, the Explorer 2 Air 2.
There you go.
I put it on sale. That is almost like, oh my gosh, if that thing wasn't on sale, I would pay almost $400 for it. Yeah, so I wanted to customize mine, but it's like so pink. It's like, do I really want to like?
I'm
buy
right.
one?
See, now I feel like I really need
I know,
a cricket.
man.
I want to make t-shirts.
I say they have like the mini one. If you don't want to do designs that's like 10, 11 inches, like if you want like little birds or like little little things here and there, they have a mini one that's like this big. I actually want to get it truthfully because they have a lot. They have a lot for that little one that you can't do with the big one, and I noticed that when I went to Joanne.
The Cricut Mini can print a lot longer. Like you can print a banner on the Cricut Mini.
Yeah.
If you have like my wife has the Cricut Maker, So you can't only print for so long, but you could do more. It's like they were smart when they came out with the mini. You could buy a whole roll and you could print like, I think 12 feet. I'm not 100% sure, but you could print a whole banner with a Cricut Mini.
And I think the big ones is, look, I think I have some vinyl at my table I'm using. I think it's like 48 inches long, and I think it's like 12 inches wide. It's not even, because I have this vinyl. It's like Toy Story.
Yeah,
it's like this 12 by 12. Which is like, I don't know what I'm using for, truthfully, but
that's the thing about what me and my wife were saying about those design vinyls. There's not much that you can really do because you got to cut it right. Yeah. But when you get like she just got some from 651 vinyl. That was some pretty cool looking vinyl.
So this art store. Well, okay, it's not a store because I've never been in there. But this art supply place that I order online, Arteza. I don't know if I'm saying their name right, but I use a lot of their products. The Corkfish just was made with some of their products.
That's cool.
So it's like really like reliable, and I have a lot of things like I want to do with that stuff, that paint, but I don't want to like do everything so soon, and then I won't have nothing to do later.
Oh, no. You will always, because trust me, I sit there and I think, I have too many projects. If I get them all done, like halfway through, like 3 of the projects, I'd be like, I want to do this. I need to do that.
Yep.
And I'm like,
so for my next project, I'm thinking Skull and Roses. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, would you make something like Cthulhu? Like, yeah, that would be so dope. That would be so dope, dude.
With me, I'm into like trying things. So if I never did it, like I'll be more eager to actually try to do it because I've never done it before.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure if we like get it together and you like talk about it and really like, this is what it is. This is what this is how,
Yeah.
I'll definitely do it.
Let's say that was the case.
That's how
Let's say that was the case.
Like a lot of the prompt justice I do.
Uh-huh.
That's how I collaborate with them. I don't want them to be like, what do you think is going to look nice on me? And what do you like? I like them to have an idea so I can just create their vision. I'm just a designer,
And
you're not buying like something off the rack. This is your day.
Yeah.
So don't have me say, yeah, girl, you should have your titties out this way and have your back out, and then you really don't want to be that way. So I'm more so like, come with me with a vision, because I'm here to create your vision. I'm a creator, more so.
And let's say that was the case, where could our fans reach you? If you could if you could tell us your social medias, best way to reach you at, and I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my favorite place, you guys, is Instagram. I will let you guys know that now. So you guys can follow me at Derells.style on Instagram. That's on Twitter, everything else that uses the @sign, where you can find people. And you can actually check out my website, styleYourSwag.com. It's where you can see all my latest work that's not like on, social media exclusive. I'm going to be reopening the store. I'm thinking about giving you guys merch. I actually closed my store, during the whole virus thing. I actually just cut off the store because me personally, I was like, okay, if we're quarantined, who's actually wearing clothes?
The struggle.
You want to be honest, so...
I mean, it's only the shirt, but underneath, it's all jungle, baby.
Look, man, I dressed up a lot of times.
So, that's what my mind was. It's more so of, trying to figure out how can I keep the brand afloat. And I know, some of my clothes, they'd be like, how the fuck he do all that? Is he really doing all that? So that's where it became okay, let me show these people I'm really sitting here for 4 or 5 hours on one piece, painting this little old fish, where I'm not like sending it off to like 2-3 other countries and waiting 2 to 5 months to get it back and then to put it together. Everything I've learned, as far as like trying to do couture, and things like that, and hand beading and using like Indian techniques to embroider and things like that. I taught myself, so I wouldn't.
Sweet.
I don't have the funds to ship.
But you do ship worldwide, if you could.
I ship personally worldwide, but
Sweet.
for me to cut a pattern piece and to find somebody that's able to actually do what I want and then actually get it to them and then wait for them to do what I need to be done and then for them
That's
to,
tough, yeah.
where I can like, okay, well, I can sit in my house, for until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, putting sequins on the dress, and I know it's going to get finished when I need it. Instead of like having to call overseas.
It's like, this is like cosplay.
Yeah.
Yo, that Batman skirt. Yo,
Right?
I'm looking at that. I'm like,
Right?
yo, I want that. Can you?
Dude, I'm telling you, cosplayers know your struggle.
Yeah, man.
We know all about that shit.
Guys, I do want to dibble and dabble into cosplay. So I was trying to find, some people that actually are into cosplay. So I'm not like blindly walking into like the situation. So yeah, because like I've seen like a lot of like over dramatic, like it would be if I was to make it and put it in my shop, it'd be like, okay, what the fuck, like it was like be one of those moments. But I know there are people that's out there that's like that has the same mind as me, that's like looking for these things,
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to find my gateway into that world because
I will be your gateway.
I want to make some ombre wings. So I have this place where I want to order the feathers from. So my next thing is trying to just figure out like the mechanics of it, of like how it's going to stay up and just certain things like that. So I think I'm just going to do like the wings that sit on like backpack and like this like over dramatic big. So it's like sitting on the floor type of thing, and just have like pink and orange feathers just.
I think I know who I should introduce you to. She does amazing work right now. She's doing a cosplay build. It's like a steampunk.
I'm always open to collaborations. I'm not the type to. I like to be like not so like in the front of my brand, but I'm always willing for new knowledge. I'm always willing to sit in a room with somebody else for them to teach me, basically, because I'm willing to, girl, what you need to know how to do what? Look, let me show you. I know how to do this, so I would want things, like I'll be more comfortable with, so this is.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's hot.
So.
That's hot.
Yeah.
So, vision is, I'm not going to tell you what type of dress it's going to be, because you're going to see it in your mind. You're going to, see what I'm talking about. Okay. But, yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I dig cosplay, and I have a lot of friends who are in cosplay. And, my one friend, she's, currently she's doing a steampunk Ben Franklin, George Washington kind of patriot build. And when I say build, I mean she's going to be wearing stilts for this thing.
Pretty cool.
So, I will give you her info. Wow. You should totally kind of, if you want to learn stuff about building for cosplay and stuff like that, like armatures and stuff.
Because even with that, I wanted to get into headpieces, and I know like a lot of people that do cosplay, they do headpieces, so I have a vision for a dress. I know it's going to take me a few months to make it, because it's going to be like the whole thing, like from seam to seam, it's going to be beaded, and so like I know it's going to take me months, so I need a headpiece. So if you can,
thank you,
plug me in That would be lovely.
I got you. I know people who actually make a lot of headpieces and like stuff like that. So yeah.
So my question: could you make me a kilt?
I told you guys yes when I was on your live chat. I was in the chat room like, oh, we making kilts?
Yes.
Like,
Yo, all right, hold up, what
I
up?
was telling you guys,
We talked about how the coat just kind of like the coat just like.
I was like, wait a second. It's renewing on its own. No. All right.
Oh, gee, you should get one.
So
okay, I have a team. It's how it goes. Yeah, so.
I was like, woo wee.
No, I don't have no ghosts. No ghosts.
So yeah,
that's pretty
apparently
cool.
he's going to get himself a new kilt.
Oh my God!
Is this?
No, I'm open to because I was actually looking. So I want to start a series because being that I didn't go to school for it, I had to learn somewhere, and I learned by using paper patterns. So what I want to do is actually have a series of me using old vintage patterns where like the paper used to be white and now like they're yellow and it's coming from somebody's grandmother, great-great-grandmother trying to get away from the pattern. So I have a lot of old vintage Vogue patterns where I'm going to start a series where I do that and just add my own swag to it, you know. So I have a lot of things coming.
Okay.
I said it once, I'll say it again. You had me at vintage.
Now listen,
Kilt model, you got me.
that kilt
Yeah,
for E.
right?
Yeah.
Can I make a request, E, for that kilt?
What's that?
Can you make this big ass Ariel from The Little Mermaid on it?
Yo, I want that. Like on the front of it.
Yeah.
Like her glass on the rod.
Cause
Have you guys ever seen I think it's on Pinterest. It's an aerial of her like coming out of the water, and it's like her
a strong hand.
her tail with like her dress. So like the scales is like a
that's
dress,
dope.
and she's just like walking out of like the water,
Yes!
and Flounder is just like jumping on the side of her. I wanted to do that on the back of a peacoat.
That's pretty cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Like-
definitely. And,
Or like-
and when you lift
Or
up
white.
the kilt, have
A white claw?
Sebastian.
No, 'cause if I lift up the kilt, I don't want crabs.
Oh my god. Not crabs. That's
You have Sebastian holding the white claw. Oh.
Oh my god.
Ooh, shit.
I'm glad I'm not the one that did it this week.
But no, I'm definitely sure we can go ahead and get some tips made.
Cool. That'd be dope. All right. Well, Derell, thank you so much for definitely sharing who you are with us and our fans. That we really appreciate it. We definitely love talking about it.
Yes.
Let's
I was excited to be here.
Thank you. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans or ask us any questions at all?
Yeah, so what made you guys come up with your podcast?
There it is again.
How does it just...
Yeah. Show us that.
Here we have
Wait.
our Disney villains.
Oh!
Whoa, I need to see this a little bit closer.
Yeah. Bring it up.
Okay, let me move the computer. So we have our Disney villains. This is actually a jacket.
That's a
I
jacket?
need a... Oh, that's
Yeah.
hot.
Oh, I'm in love with that.
And then we have like the buttons are like the people that's actually on the jacket.
Oh.
I need that
Oh,
in my
wow.
life.
Oh.
So I'll be trying to I'll be trying to stay hip in a loop and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love cartoons. Before this year's up, I'm going to make a 90s cartoon dress.
A 90s
If
cartoon
you
what?
need a model,
A 90s cartoon dress.
Yeah, I might
So
model
like
that.
just imagine all like the old cartoons from the 90s.
Bikers, Mice from Mars, and like Pokemon,
I'm talking about
and
everybody. I'm talking everybody.
that's cool, man. That would be
a
really
bit of
cool.
Everybody.
I gotta go grab my charger. My laptop's gonna die.
Go ahead.
But I'm thinking about doing that really soon because I was doing I was gonna do a button up. I was actually embroidering some cartoons, some Nickelodeon characters on a button up, but then I was like, no, I have a better idea. So I'm just gonna take those off and make patches with it. But I'm actually gonna I want to hand paint all the characters on the dress, and then I want to use the diamond dots again. So I'm just like hoping and praying like this first. Hopefully there's nobody on here that designs is like, oh, that sounds so dope. I'm gonna go try that.
Then you better get on top of it, man. You better start tomorrow.
But I've been like Googling it, and like I haven't, like, even on YouTube, you know, you can find anything on YouTube nowadays, and I haven't seen that one person. So it's like, why not? You know?
We got a comment on in YouTube from a Sawyer crew saying that he'd buy that.
That's cool, man.
That your shit is just straight legit, yo.
Yeah.
That jacket.
What's that on?
Oh, what's that one?
This is a cape. This is like a girl's capelet. So it's actually a 2-piece set. So it's a coat dress that goes on it. So like the coat dress just has like a circle neckline. So this is like really, really open. So when you put on the cape and close it, it looks like your cape is attached to your jacket.
That's pretty cool. Don't. Isn't that like a lot in the Japanese culture? I seen it a lot. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, this is it's a dragon. So
that's pretty cool, man.
Like I said, I do a lot of research before I just go and do things. Before I just like start putting symbols and stuff on it, because like I never want just to be like, oh my gosh, this is so dope, I really love it, and then put it out and somebody that's not as creative as me or see my creative vision looks at it the wrong way, you know. So I try to stray away from like being so literal with like things like that, but I do love like and like how they, I don't know, how they draw, how they embroider, you know, colors, how they like just handle their clothing. Like it's just that aspect of it, you know, that draws me to it. So it's like I'm more so of like, you guys have Black Panther. It's like I'm more so of like a Christian Dior Paris runway that had let's say Chinese and Japanese grandparents, and I just like, you know, like it's just like a whole lot of but it's not too much, you know, because it's not like I'm taking the style of how the Japanese make their clothes and their embroidery, and then trying to take the way the French do it and try to mix all into one, you know. I like the way the Japanese do their embroidery, you know. I like the way the French cut their clothes, you know. And then I like my style. You know? I like to wear 2-3 different colors at one time, you know, but I wasn't always able to find it. So this is why, you know, I started, you know, designing.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, and this is like one of my first shirts was like the material. So like you said, like the Chinese and Japanese material.
Oh yeah.
It's like these are like the swans, and it's like a high collar.
That's really
black
cool.
star button, and then you go to the back. You have this. So actually,
that's solid, dude.
And then you have like the cuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I try to like. I think it's simple, but it has like that, just enough of
pop
flavor where it's like, yeah, you know, it don't. The whole shirt didn't need to be that red and gold and all that extra stuff. You know, you just needed it here and there. So, because the fabric itself is clean. So.
Yeah, and And
I
and
think we have the same shells. Sorry to cut you off, but I think we have the same shells. The ones that you're I think that's Wolverine is on. Yeah, we have the same shells.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's right. Cause you got him at Target.
Well, yeah, I did.
Target.
up in the house.
Oh no! So before you guys go, I want to show you my new beauty.
Oh man.
Oh. That's the Little Mermaid? Yo,
It was like a Hot Topics limited edition, and it was on sale. So how
could you not?
How did you know Little Mermaid was one of our favorite cartoons?
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect moment.
And the games.
And the game. First game
And the
ever
game.
beat.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys would love this one then.
Now, who's helping you? Who's helping you out? Your sister Camille?
My boy. Yeah. My sister Camilla. No. No, my boyfriend is actually just sliding things in as you guys.
That's cool. That's cool. Big shout out to him. Wow, that's cool.
No, that's my human resources. My marketing.
That's
I
awesome.
just make the clothes, you guys. So we have Cruella DeVille in her car.
That's for pimp.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I never. Well, I'm not gonna hang this one up. That's not mine. She can't go. She doesn't deserve a show. And then I got the. It wouldn't be me if I didn't.
Oh yeah.
So these like 4 versions of Buzz and Woody.
That's pretty cool.
I'm kind of getting into.
That's cool. That's what's up, Jay. That's what's up. Thank you very much for showing us who you are, and really appreciate that, and letting us like come into your world a little bit. You know, that's pretty cool, man. Really appreciate that. Yeah, man. Definitely. Yes.
No, yeah. Well, let me know if you guys listen. I'm always here. You know, I'm easy to talk to. I'm easy to chat with. So
For sure.
let me know. Easy to work with. So
for sure. You you definitely down to stay in the show for the new stuff?
Yeah. You want to stay and talk about news?
Oh yeah. So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
take it away, E.
So, welcome to the news portion. So, first story we have, PlayStation 5 releases a new layout for their cases for the new games coming out for the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
I wasn't surprised. It was one of those things that they've done it in the past. They even did it twice. They did it once with the original PlayStation, where they went from those big hard shell plastic cases down to the original CD jewel cases. So the fact that they came out with a new style for the PlayStation 5, they did it for the 2, they did it for the 3, they did it for the 4. I wasn't too surprised. There's a link in the description on the photo. All they did was change it from blue to white. That's it.
Oh, really?
That's it.
To go back to like the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 2, the silver one was the first PlayStation I ever owned.
Yeah.
The first PlayStation.
That was the jewel cases, right?
No, that was
it was silver. It was
they were
like
cases.
It was like, you know how they do like the editions where it come with a game, and it was like that. It was one of those, and I just lucked up and got the system for Christmas, but I was happy with that. But yeah, that was my first PlayStation, the silver PlayStation 2.
Wow, man.
Also had the jewel cases. You're right.
Yeah, they had the little CD guys.
Yeah,
I'm excited for these new controllers.
Yeah.
Oh, the full sense. Yes.
That's really cool.
What was it? The back buttons attachments where you could change the attach 2 back buttons and change them to like the box, circle, square, triangle buttons.
The paddles, I think they're paddles, right? Like customized paddles or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to come through with this one.
They're throwing out all the stops for this PlayStation. I'm in the process of quitting smoking so that I can afford a PlayStation 5.
Oh my God.
This guy, yo. I heard this so many times.
I'm dead serious, though. This time I am dead up serious. Like, I'm down to, like, one package lasting me 3
How about
days.
that beer money?
Oh, that's good.
You know what? This week has been good. That beer money, you know, that's a whole different story. The smoking alone will get me a PlayStation 5 in 2 months.
Oh. Dang.
Damn.
Figure I was like 1 or 2 packs a day. That's $10.
Holy shit.
7 days a week. That's $70 times
How
4.
the hell do you smoke that much?
Yeah.
Or did you?
It's one of those things of like you have a cigarette or you have half a cigarette and you toss it. It depends. But now I'm actually like making them last. If I have half a cigarette, I gotta suck it up, buttercup, and suck it down like 3-4 hours later. I will. But I'm also on Chantix, so it's one of those things of live and learn. And they're starting to taste like. As a matter of fact, I'm on Chantix, and everything is starting to taste weird. I had Oreo cookies, and they didn't taste like Oreo cookies. That's how I know it's starting to work, because stuff is starting to taste weird. And that's when if you've ever smoked and you started to quit, the taste of stuff changes, and then once you stop completely, you get the full blast, like the full flavor of an Oreo cookie, like when you were 4 years. So I'm in that process, and I'm
so not paying attention to you.
I know, he's sorry.
Koi dress.
Oh my god.
That's my dress.
Oh, that's the koi dress. Listen, you have to show it, man, because that's how we found you. I mean, that's how I was like, yo, get out with this.
It brings tears to my eyes. I want it so bad.
This is my second most favorite make I ever made during my sewing career. Actually, with sleep. And I woke up. It had to be like 3 going on 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wrote on a piece of paper in my sewing room, and I was like, koi fish dress. And that was it. And the next morning I woke up, I just had this whole vision for like a dress. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make a dress that looks like fishes just bouncing in and out of the water. Like, how can I do that? And I love vintage clothing, and everything is so big and poofy, so why not? So I did like a vintage dress. And then instead of adding the full shirt here and the collar and the button, I snatched that out. And with that fabric, I made 2 flaps. And I turned it into panels here. And to just give it a little more futuristic feel, I actually think I'm going to add shoulder pads to this as well. So this and the point and the shoulder, when it's actually worn, actually matches up instead of it covering the shoulder. So I wanted to actually just lay on the shoulder, but it's trial and error, you know, and I get to make it again. So I'm so excited that I've, did it and learned and known what I've actually want to do. As far as if I was to produce it and, put it out there, I know exactly what I need to do to have that perfect, like, okay, yes. Because everything else, like, is perfectly fine, but I just personally feel like if she put it on and, like, her shoulders is just, like, up here, it would just be so amazing. Because it would take away from having to, like, lift up your shoulders and poke out your chest, she could be natural and it's already there for her. So
now, this might be a dumb question. But because I don't wear dresses, but when you wear that, is it like chest exposed, or is there like some sort of cami or something?
No, so this is all
titties
open.
out, just
titties out.
No.
no.
No. When you put it on, so the way I made it, it's kind of like the darts here. So if you could look at it, like the way it's fitted, it's like a cup kind of ish. So instead of it just being like, I do have the dresses where it's just like fabric and like your boobs are just like here. So it's actually going to sit inside of the dress, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
So it's not like
that's like a built-in bra?
Kind of, sort of, yeah, because, like, okay, so I have, like, a dart here and a dart here. So the darts meaning at this point makes, like, a cup. But even if you want it, we can add cups because of the way it's positioned and cut and sewn together. So that's like things like that. I know like girls don't like to wear bras, but who like really wants to sit there and try to like tape up a boob and hold it up to their, try to tape it to their shoulder all the time, So you try to find ways so it's not so like.
You'd be surprised.
No, because even modeling, a lot of girls don't even know what it is. They don't even know what pasties are. So for somebody, would you rather sit there in my shoes? Would you rather sit there and try to explain to somebody how to use? I took about one of those little tape.
The pasty cups
right around here. And then you take part 2, and then you kind of look here.
Yep.
So to avoid a lot of that, I try to find ways where it's just like, okay, put on the dress,
And sometimes those things don't work for some girls' boobs.
Yeah, true. That is true. And then it's like, and then I like, it's really vintage because we have the infamous side zip. So you don't need anybody to help you to get in and out of your dress. So once you I feel like I'm on an infomercial. Like it's like 12 o'clock at night. I'm trying to sell it. So you have access to your the side seat, and then you have your pocket. And so being that it's open here, you don't need the zipper to actually go all the way down. So you don't need that much room. You just need enough. So when you're putting it up like this, you're not gonna rip the dress.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how you put it on a jacket and it's stiff? You just zip it and then it just slides on, and then you chuck your girls and zip it up and then put it on your belt and you should be fine.
I'm just all I can think about is Bouette needs to wear that so bad.
No, but I think you look nice in it because I don't know. I think it just will be more fuller, and I'll be able to actually do extra because you're cosplay. So this, I didn't want to be too sequenced because I'm thinking more so of marketing. You don't want to do too much where it's okay, this is so cute, but it's a little too much. But with you, I already have an idea what I want to do with some of your koi fish already. So that's what I mean when I was speaking earlier about knowing your customers and your customers coming with a vision. But let me not. It's not my segment anymore. I'm trying. We talk about the PlayStation 5.
All right. I think that one was good, but the next story we have is The Sims.
Yeah. So
they are coming out with their own TV reality game show called Spark on TBS.
What?
Wait, on TBS?
On TBS.
Yeah, no, apparently that's still a thing.
Is it going to be just an animated series with sim characters, or is it going to be somebody actually playing games?
So they're gonna have contestants come on the show, the best Sims players come on the show, battle it out for $100,000, and kind of build their own Sims and be able to tell a story behind it. So each episode they're gonna have goals that they need to complete, and they're gonna be judged by a panel of 3 Sims, which are gonna be celebrity Sims experts.
This is wild. This is wild.
How do you judge who's the best Sim
But
player?
listen.
Creator, yeah.
2 things.
Okay.
All their Sims?
2 things.
They haven't had Zilla wreck their freaking towns? What?
First, EA announced this. So, are there going to be microtransactions, quote unquote? But the prize to the winner is $100,000, dude. Yeah. What I would do to jump on this game, to just play that shit on the reality TV show just for $100,000, I mean, I would jump on that shit ASAP, man.
Yeah. Yo, my daughter's we want in on this game, and I'm like,
I would want it too. I think they're doing a lot of things that we used to do now because I was watching Hulu and they have like a ultimate tag show where they're like actually playing tag for money. You know,
Right.
It's just like a lot of things that games and just like little things you ever think of to be so big as like a TV show is like ridiculous. So I'm just hoping, like even like the Lego.
I'm gonna hold out for red light, green
Lego
light.
show.
Brick
Like, I
builder.
love Legos. I love it. Like
Yeah,
brick builder. That's what it is. Like I would love to be on that show. Like
it's these companies are thinking outside the box. Because like when I never watched like I saw the trailer for it. They got what's his name, Will, the voice of Batman. The Lego movies to be on the show, and I was like sold. And I maybe watched like 1 or 2 episodes, but I didn't watch the full series.
But truthfully, I watched it because it was him. Honestly.
But the fact that it's The Sims, they're gonna
do
get
like he do Batman voice. So it's like, why not watch it to get a sneak peek? You know.
But like with it being The Sims, they're gonna get a cult following. It's just with the kids because my daughters, they play The Sims, so there's gonna be a cult following.
Okay, so is it
based
like
off of that?
is it like the mobile gaming or is it like the system gaming? Like what version of The Sims?
Yeah, good point.
Because
Is it like the old school Sims where you made a town, or is it the Sims with
4.
the people?
Sims 4, okay.
Cause like
Sims 4, and it's set to start on July 17th. So this Friday we'll have a peek. We'll be able to see what this is all about.
So TBS, where they used to like show like Family Guy and stuff on that show.
Yeah.
Okay. That network.
So it's gonna be interesting to see this because I really want to know.
No, yeah, I got excited. I don't even know on the show.
There's gonna be 12 contestants.
I just want to see how they're gonna do it.
You remember on Sci-Fi when Face Off came out and like all these like FX artists and they did the whole like kind of cosplaying like that was so cool. But this is taking it to another level. This is all like, is it gonna be digital? Is there actually gonna be like people that you're going to see them in the house and like
playing their game?
Playing their game, right? Like
That's my thing. Like I want to know if it's
esports bandwagon.
Yeah.
Which is a different level of esports.
I mean, they got it right. They were able to come up with a new show at the right time. Where you really can't go out. You don't have to be in a studio audience. You could be right at home and give us your content.
Yep.
Genius.
Yep.
The fact that EA was able to think about that, and I bet you it didn't take long for them to really think about it. For them to record a series, maybe they started.
Maybe they always had the idea. This is just the right time for them to actually put it out there to see how it's going to do.
Yep.
Yeah, because all those companies, I mean, they have to have like think tanks. Like, what's the next big thing, right? Like they have to be coming up with something. Like, when are we going to implement this or do that? And this is it's probably best time.
Disney Plus.
Now's the best time to come out with any series because any series that doesn't require an audience. And in studio recording.
Yo, speaking of, did you hear how Zendaya made that movie? Well, they did this whole she just finished 2nd season of that show Euphoria, I think it's called. I'm not sure. And
I heard about it.
And this whole during this whole COVID, they did a whole thing where they stayed 2 weeks in quarantine, and then 2 weeks after that in quarantine, and then they started filming in this secluded house on a 30-acre land in California, and they have 10 to 12 people at a time where they were filming. Everybody wore masks, and they were able to make a movie from June 7th to July something. And and because how a lot of producers or directors are we can't make a movie right now, blah blah blah, but she just made that shit happen, and it's gonna be the stepping stone for all these other directors. They're gonna invest so much into protective gear and all this other shit so they can actually start making movies. Because that industry we thought was going to get really, really hit, right? Not anymore.
You know, I said this. I said this whole COVID thing. It's been a very eye-opening experience. People have become innovative on how to do things. They've learned how to adapt, to adjust. They've learned what's important, what you need to make things work, and what you don't need.
Yep.
And it's like, you know what? We didn't need that this whole time. We can still do this. They're finding new ways to do it. So I think this is definitely going to be COVID has definitely been a game changer for the entertainment industry as a whole. Like, I think we're going to see a lot of shit happening because now they know, hey, we didn't need all that to make something awesome.
Exactly.
And I think you're going to see more smaller production companies coming out of the woodwork.
Which, by the way, yeah, no, you're right, Shauna. And which, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but Quibbly is gaining a lot of momentum. Remember we were talking about that cartoon?
Like the website designing thing?
No.
It's a phone. Like, you watch TV shows and stuff on your phone.
Movies, too, right?
Okay. It's one of those.
Yeah, movies. Yeah, episodics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gaining, crazy momentum.
Yeah, I did not peg it. I did not peg it as lasting at all.
Right, me too.
What's wrong?
I thought they were going to go belly up.
It was Ernie who came with the story, maybe a month ago, and I at first I was like, nah, it ain't, I don't know about that shit. And here we are, they're just investing all their money into marketing, and I'm like, yo, this shit looks good. The scary movies, dude, that they're coming out with, it was these folklore stories, each one in each state of the United States. So it's 50 episodes, and there was just some crazy FX coming up, and I was like, dude, I need to watch this, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Can I piggyback off your count? Because I really need to watch that.
Go ahead.
That's better than your journey.
Hopefully you're not using Frontier, but but yeah, so the next story, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Polka Dot Controller. Fill us in on that 8-bit dough, man. 8-bit do.
8-bit do, done it again. They literally took their retro NES controller and converted it for the Microsoft Project X Cloud service that's coming out later this year. The controller looks dope. It's going to be Bluetooth, and it's going to be compatible with all. Now, I'm sorry, iPhone users, but it's going to be compatible with all Android smartphones and tablets. And it's officially licensed, which is a rarity.
Yeah, I know, especially for third-party controllers.
Yeah, but their shit is legit. So it's one of those things of getting.
Company.
You're gonna get a controller from them. You're getting something that's straight up. They I'm trying to think of a controller maker, Mad Cats. They're like the Mad Cats.
Yeah.
But Mad Cats never got that official label.
Right.
But
Mad Cat shit was hit or miss.
It was hit or miss, yeah.
It was, it was. But it's the fact that they're able to pull this off. I wouldn't be surprised if more and more companies start deferring or packaging up their controllers with their systems.
Yeah, true.
You're gonna give me a wireless Bluetooth controller? Holy shit! I mean, don't get me wrong. The DualSense and the DualShock, they're legit as hell. But if they came up with one for a PS5, sign me up.
Yeah.
Or the new Xbox.
Really? Nah. Not for me.
You said Xbox?
Even Dre knows. He's like, nah.
Yeah, I tried Xbox Honestly, the only game Xbox was good for was Guitar Hero 3, and that was because you can play with the controller.
Yeah,
That's the only thing it was good for. And after that, nah.
That's a paperweight.
No Xbox.
Like, listen, I got a broken Xbox One upstairs, and I haven't even tried fixing it. I haven't even asked for a power cord or a controller to try fixing it. It's just sitting there looking like an Xbox One, and it'll sit there for the rest of its life.
Guitar Hero 3 came out years ago, so that's the last time I ever touched the Xbox.
I don't blame
It's been a while. I don't know. I think it's a Microsoft thing for me, truthfully. I think that whole having a Microsoft account and all that extra stuff just gets, I don't know.
I feel
There's
you
something
there.
about it. Because even like using like Windows computers, like Katana, what's her name? Like she's annoying. Like like the Windows. Like I don't know. It just seems like I'm more simple. Like I like Apple. You know, I like PlayStation. It's not really simple, but
it's a lot
simple
simpler.
in my eye. Yeah,
No, but I get what you're saying.
I can get on the PlayStation 4 and be like, do. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. If I get on Xbox, I'm like, oh, who Microsoft I'm signing into?
Yo, seriously, it's like one of those things. Oh, I signed on onto my computer. Oh, I'm on Xbox too. Yeah, I don't want that. Separation of church and state.
Yeah. Which, speaking of,
your foot is going like a mile a minute.
listen, at least it's not the sock or the cat, okay?
You know, I haven't seen my cat in days. He's hot. He's like somewhere like sprawled out that most.
Yeah, Dre, his cat likes to give us booty shots.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Booty shaking everywhere.
He's not in my face is what he be doing.
You should start to kind of TikTok and the twerking kitty.
Yeah, we gotta jump on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now
I opened up a TikTok though. I opened up a TikTok and I was just like, "Yo, Nerd News, we got a TikTok account. I forgot all about that."
I don't do.
I'm too old for that shit. I tried. I just can't do it.
So TikTok used to be the Musical.ly app.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because if you ever go to like your old account or Musical.ly, well, you can't go anymore because it's TikTok. But if you was able to get into your old account, you'll see all your music videos, but it will still have.
Wait, what happened?
we lost your sound.
Lost the sound.
Oh, I got a dead headphone.
What rewards?
Got
With them damn iPads. Earbuds.
Yeah. I was like, I'm over it because the case is so strong, I can't take it off. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's a good thing that it's like a break, but it's like, dang, it's so like, it's like got so messy, I want to like change it. But
I bought this
it's
brand from
You get a
Amazon.
cover for it.
I bought this brand from Amazon for it was originally $75, but like there was like a sale going on, and it came down to like 34, I believe. And they have about 16 hours of like use time. You can use them straight through for about 8 hours. They charge super fast, and like they beat the AirPods like out of the water, man. They're just incredible.
Really?
Man. They're
See, I
incredible.
can't-
see me, I don't
Crazy.
think, for me, I don't think it's more so of like what type of AirPods. I got them because I have an iPhone, of course.
Right.
But like me, I'm not more so because like I'm used to like a one charging. So just in case this one die, I switch. Like
Yep. Those work like that.
I
Yeah.
never have them. I never have like both of them, and because I just feel like because they have the noise cancellation.
Yeah.
So if they feel like it's too loud, it will turn on, and like
Right.
I just feel like I'm drowning, like so.
See,
Out
I
of
can't.
nowhere, you just get like this, like empty feeling. It's like, whoa, what's going on? You know, so.
I can't wear. I can't get down with wireless earbuds because I know I will lose one of those suckers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Quick story. So I did lose one about a month in the gravel, where you know how you park the car in the gravel and you like get out and drop something, and I mean like gray rocks. You know, this is like white. So I mean rain, everything. I'm like every day. I'm like, yo, I know this AirPod is. Dude, it got to be something. It has to be like. There's no way else this AirPod can be. Like a month, 2 months later, I went to go get in the car and it was like right there.
Damn.
And I was like,
You tried it, right? I mean, you said...
I tried it, and it was like, it worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked, but it was like so low, and it died super fast.
Yeah.
So like, I'll be able, if I charged it, if it said it was charged, and I'll like put it back in, I will get, let's just say I'm watching the show, I'll get like halfway through the show, and then it'll like cut out.
Dang.
Yeah, so
That chip
I don't
got
think,
fried.
for me, I don't think it's like what type of AirPods it is anymore. Let me say that, because before, yeah. But when I got these, and I was like, that's a lot of money you losing.
That's why I won't do it.
I know.
Like,
You gotta have wires for me.
that's why
Yeah, I need to not lose my shit because I'll.
always hot, so that's
Then
what
I'll
it is.
be mad as hell.
Yeah.
I'd be mad as hell. I'd be breaking shit even more than if I lost.
Now, off topic, but I saw one of your stories over here about free gender change in Blizzard World of Warcraft.
I did not know that there was a charge to change your gender in Shadowlands. They were charging players $15 to change your gender. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Like,
That's wild, dude. That's wild.
So, okay. Because Final Fantasy has the same thing. Once you choose your character, like if it's a guy, if it's a girl, if the different race, you know, like if it's a shadow elf, a blood elf, or whatever, you know, that's it. You can't change it unless you get a special potion. And a lot of those potions you have to buy with real world money, unless it's like a special gift.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes, you know, like when a new release comes out, if you pre-order, you get the deluxe edition, it comes with this special item. If you don't have it, the only way to change is buying it with real world money.
Crazy.
So I think that's actually kind of neat that they're doing that, so for free, to allow you to be able to change.
Yo, but how long has it been though? See, that's I'm gonna be the antagonist again, right? How long has this game been out? And now that everything's happening with all these Me Too and all that stuff, they decide, let me jump in and actually do it. Yo, you should have done it from the beginning! Kid, what are you
I
doing?
completely agree. But it was, so I will say, at least now they're saying, okay, maybe we've been a little greedy.
A little?
Maybe we should change. Look, did you not hear the sarcasm that was dripping off of that?
I heard
I
it.
saw a lot of drip, yeah.
There was a lot of fucking sarcasm because of all the games. Dude, fucking World of Warcraft, at least, like, I forget if it was once a week, every Thursday, or every other. I forget. All I know is that their servers would go down for, like, an entire day. And a lot of people were pissed because they're like, I'm paying for a subscription.
Yeah.
I'm paying a decent amount of money for this monthly subscription. And there's like a maintenance where I can't play the game that I'm paying to play.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I remember that.
So,
Hey guys, sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna go head out now.
Alright, man.
Hey, they're ordering Chinese food. I'm trying to get in on that order. So
That's what's
I'm gonna
up,
let
man.
you guys go. I want to thank you guys so much for inviting me.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah. Thank you very
I
much.
would like to come back. So if you guys ever need me, just give me a ring.
Now that we know that you're totally into cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Next time we have a cartoon
This
episode.
is only the beginning, trust me.
That's what's up, man.
I'm talking about, like, cow and chicken back in the day.
Yeah.
Cow and chicken.
Yeah.
Yo.
We talk about all the
Trust me, I'll be here for it. So just let me know, you guys. Thank you, guys, and thank you to all the fans that was watching me. I really appreciate you guys. And this is my first show that I was ever on.
Thank you for
So
being
you guys
on.
will go down in history.
Thank
as
you,
a
Dre.
my first of everything. And I'm so happy that I got to join you guys. I'm happy to do it again. So just let me know, you guys. And I got
before
you
you
on
go,
those kilts.
all right, cool. Before you go, throw up all your socials again so that everybody could hear it. All your socials.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything that uses the @ you can find me at Derells.style. You can find me at my website, which is StyleYourSwag.com. And also follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, watch some of my videos. You can see me make the koi fish dress as well. And it's going to be Derells, that's everything is. And yeah, that's all I have. Everything is Derells. So you can find me either way.
Word, man. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I'm going to keep watching the show. I just need to go order some food.
For sure, man. For sure. Do your thing.
Know the feeling.
Thank you so much.
You have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Especially Chinese food.
You got to get your Chinese food now that they're back open.
So, side note, Hubs and I got wooden tap in Farmington.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
You know, the other day, speaking of wooden tap, the other day, Shauna, we went to got wings from J. Tim's with a dirty rub. Yo, dynamite. I know he's making that now, but wooden tap though. So good. So
I don't like dirt. I don't like. I'm not. You know what? I will openly say, I do not like. I'll eat them. I'll fathom them, but I do not like J. Timothy's dirt wings all that much, or slider wings. My wings,
okay,
hotter and better.
Yeah.
Just saying. But I only make them like once a year.
Now, see, I don't know if I just wasn't impressed with them because everybody was, like, building these things up to be, like, the best wings ever. And when I had them, I'm like, I mean, they're good. They weren't shit, but they just weren't, like I don't know if I just built these things up to be, like, I was going to see fucking heaven.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I didn't see that. So, but anyway, but they were good. But wooden tap, food, fucking phenomenal.
You ever been to Sliders?
Not the one in Torrington.
I ate. Well, that one I think is closed now.
Good.
Dang.
Any restaurant.
That was not. It was not like it closed before COVID. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I think. I'm not sure. We only ate there a couple times. The food was It's okay. It was like Crapplebee type stuff.
Applebee's. I like that. All right.
But I have 90.
So if I wanted to get wings, where would I go, E? Would I go to E's house?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You got to order like 2 weeks in advance so I know, but look, like, I don't know who's on right now on the socials, but I mean, there's people out there that have had my wings and as a testament have said, yours is better than Sliders, yours is better than J. Timothy's. And I was like, all right. And as a matter of fact, anytime I've entered a wing, well, it's at work, so it's like one of those things of whatever. But anytime I've entered a wing contest, I've only lost once. And the one time I lost is because their director was in it, and I guess everybody was scared to vote for me instead of her. So it was like, yeah, all right, because my wings were fucking better. Because then I made the same recipe the following year, and I won. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I was just chicken shit. But to stay on top of my toes, every year I try to find a different spin to the recipe so that you're not tasting the same exact wing year after year.
Okay.
But lately, like some years, what I've done is I will like marinate them, then I will grill them, then I will dredge them, and then I will fry them, and then comes the wing sauce.
Wild.
So you're getting something that has been cooked twice, not overcooked, and then you got some hot wing sauce. And there's been times where even the regular hot wing sauce that I make has been too hot. And then because I normally make a hot, and then I make a very hot with habaneros.
A little too spicy for me.
And there's been times where my mild has been too hot for people, and I'm like, but that's mild. So I like,
excuse me, I was not.
Right. So lately, what I just do is like, sauce is on the side because I don't know who's eating it.
Dude, I'm all about them Cajun, man. Them Cajun or mango habaneros stuff. Whew.
Now, I like... Hold on, I gotta move my head over here. Okay. I like spicy when it has flavor to it. Like, I like it when you're sitting there and you're like, okay, my mouth is on fire, but the shit tastes so good, I don't want to stop eating it. That's what I like.
That's how I make them.
That's what I like.
It's not straight heat, and that's why I will grill them first, lock in the fuel. The frying gives it the crispiness. The sauce is just the sauce. So you can eat them, and the thing about it is you could probably eat them plain, and you're probably going to still get some kick off of it.
See, but as long as it got the flavor, I'm okay. Like, the tacos that we had, they had a little kick to them. My lips were kind of tingling, you know? My mouth was on fire, but shit tasted so good that I just was like, don't care.
All right. Care. You know what I'm going to ask next, Shauna?
What?
The after effect.
I didn't fart.
No!
And I didn't have flaming poop, so I guess that's good.
That is good. That is good. I don't know if you got like a funny story.
Alright, so we're gonna get back to the news.
Dude, listen, all I'm gonna say is that's how I determine whether a wing was good or not, okay?
Oh, was it the volcano after?
If I was in the volcano scene afterwards, not good. Not okay, dude. Something went wrong. But if it didn't happen, we're good.
There's something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're good.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? By the way, guys, I went to Los Garcias the other day to get a burrito. The nostalgia of being there that night, hanging out. Oh, man, I missed that shit. We got to get back on that, man.
Yeah.
Can we do a show from there?
We could probably do a show from there. Last time that I went there, I went inside to like get like utensils and shit. And it was quiet. There was like no music and shit. But it was daytime, so it might be a difference. But we could probably do something.
You think they let us?
I think they let us. Yeah. I think they let us.
Oh.
Have people come down and eat with us.
Yeah. Long is saying Szechuan style wings. Szechuan peppers are extremely hot.
I ain't never had them.
No. Rub them on your nipples, Long, and put it on camera for us.
I'll watch that.
I would too.
Is that a Szechuan?
Well, aside from that being hot, you know it's pretty hot too? Keanu Reeves coming back as Constantine.
I don't... this rumor is...
I know.
Why?
Yo, so you put this story up, and I had already saw it, and I was just like, nah, it's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. Because and again, it's just one of those. DC, you failed us yet again. You've got someone already playing Constantine. And maybe he's from your TV cinematic universe.
Yeah.
And now you're going to, again, bring us and hit us with a different Constantine and confuse the shit out of everybody.
No, but...
And granted...
That's what DC does, though.
Was the first movie WB?
The first Constantine movie?
Was it Warner Brothers?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. But if it's not, what are we worried about then? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but now that they've got more control of their shit, that's the thing, though. I don't know, but I mean, I don't mind. Keanu didn't do a bad job, and I'm not gonna take that away from him. That Constantine movie was good. It comes on TV, I will watch it. But the fact that Matt Ryan is a little bit closer to Constantine than Keanu is, it's one of those things of why fuck it up? Why fuck up a good thing? Matter of fact,
that's true.
And then matter of fact, I was watching something on YouTube earlier this week, and they were talking about Snyder Cut. Now, again, nothing wrong with Snyder Cut. It was just one of those deals of they're talking about Snyder Cut of Justice League is going to have Green Lantern. Fucking dope as shit.
Yeah.
Fucking excited as fucking hell. But you're giving us a Green Lantern TV series and another Green Lantern core movie.
It was a Warner Bros. Pictures.
It was?
Yeah. So definitely a rumor. Because how are you going to have Matt...
Well,
yeah.
Well... And the thing about it is now, another thing that I was reading, and this I have to redact a story that I did a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is the fact that, remember when we did the story on Henry Cavill coming back as Superman?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I was reading another article. Now, this was an article that was read that they interviewed him, and he's like, no, I never agreed to anything with Warner Brothers. That's just the internet being the internet. Now, whether it's true or not, he's saying, no, I'm not coming back. I'm trying. I would love to, but I'm not coming back. So it's one of these things of, even if, and as media sources, even if we check our sources as much as we want, play The Little Mermaid as much as we want, it's a matter of where the fuck is this news coming from? But it's like one of those things of, it's anything with Warner Brothers, it's just until it's true.
Yeah.
I don't feel like reporting it anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't blame you.
Because every time we report on something from Warner Brothers, we get to swerve.
Remember, Shauna? There was a story about like what's his name? Ben Affleck said he wasn't going to come back as Batman, and all of a sudden there's a new story where like he is going to come back as Batman. He said yes, and it's like we don't even know if it's true or not.
He did want to come back because he said it would literally kill him.
Yes.
That people said it would kill him if he came back.
You said yep.
Yeah.
You said yep. Yeah.
And now it's like.
And now he allegedly signed a deal with HBO Max to come back as Batman.
Right.
Again, not covering the story,
right?
Because it's fucking Warner Brothers,
right?
So I'm having an issue with any story that comes out of Warner Brothers as of late because they got fucking 8 million tentacles like a fucking octopus.
Yeah,
and you don't know which one's true.
Yeah,
and that they're killing themselves by doing that shit because now no one's going to believe the story, and then by the time it's true.
People are going to be like, whatever, who cares? Because you can only get a person's hopes up so many times before they say, you know what, fuck it, I don't care what you say, they're not going to get excited about it. And that's the most important thing with entertainment, is getting people excited about your shit. And it could be something they want, but if the time it comes out, people are so sick of the back and forth and the build up and let down, they're just not going to watch it based on principle. They're going to be like, whatever, I don't fucking care about this anymore.
True.
You've dicked me around too many times. You said it was, it wasn't, it was, it wasn't. They've moved on, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the way that I'm feeling with Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, whatever.
The good thing that the Warner Brothers ever did put out was fucking Tiny Toon Adventures and Freakazoid.
Freakazoid, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm gonna say this: Stargirl is pretty good. Season 1. And let's get back to the news. I'll double back on Stargirl.
Let's face it, I think every Warner Brothers WB TV show, the first season's pretty decent, and then it just kind of jumps the shark and goes off the rails. They start milking a dry cow.
Yeah.
Well, season 1 is good because it was for that DC streaming service, but now the CW is taking over for season 2. So you know where that's going.
Yep.
They grab you by the cojones and then they squeeze.
It's going to be teen angst.
Oh, it's already teen angst, but they got me. They got me from episode 1. They got me because they showed the lantern.
Yeah, played.
They
bro.
showed Alan Scott's lantern, and the premise of it is that it's all the heroes' kids coming to form the JSA again, and it's just like, all right, if you know your Green Lantern history, Alan Scott's daughter Jade was a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But she was literally green because of how the lantern affected him. Now, when they retconned his whole true story, if his lantern was just a project from Oa, so it's like, oh shit, they retconned him to make him fit in with the whole Green Lantern story, and that's why Jade has Green Lantern. Dude, they got me. They fucking got me. I won't lie.
Well,
they got me by the cojones.
Let us know. In a couple of weeks, let us know how it's going. All right, let us know what's good.
Yeah, they're saying Green Lantern is not appearing until next season, so that's gonna be fun.
That sucks. But on the bright side, yeah. While we're on the WB and CW and shit, let's see. It was Batwoman, right? So.
Yeah.
Javicia Leslie series leads Rube. So, explain this to me. I'm a little bit lost on that one.
Oh man! So after they lost Ruby Rose,
okay,
they had to find a new person to take over the Batwoman mantle.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how they're gonna write this shit in. Whether, and they said they're not gonna kill Ruby Rose off. I don't even know how they're gonna play this shit off. If they're gonna kill Ruby Rose off, or if she gets injured and leaves Gotham. But they found their actress that's going to helm the mantle of Ruby Rose for season 2, or for most of it, I guess. Which.
But what Batwoman is she going to play?
Right.
Like, I mean, yeah. I don't mean to be that person.
But is it an original story, or
right? Like, are they going canon, or are they going
right?
They're going off the rails now.
Right. It's like there weren't that many Batwomen.
Right.
You know, and if you've already went through the ones. You don't have that many to pick from.
They only one.
Listen, it's wild.
They're just going to make up a whole new Batwoman and say this is just we're just making up a new one.
She's taking up the mantle of Kat Kane, and that's CW for you.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're just so Kate Kane is,
gone.
But how are they gonna?
I don't know.
How are they gonna explain that one day Kate Kane is a butch white girl and the next minute she's a femme black girl?
I don't know.
Is she gonna go through? Is she gonna come from an alternate time? Is she coming from a Earth 20, prime something? Like, what how are they going to explain this?
You know what? So, was Crisis, when that shit happened, originally, Crisis merged everything into one universe.
Right.
CW didn't do that shit. They merged mostly everything into one universe, but then you had little Miss Stargirl in her own universe. And you had the Teen Titans still in their own universe. So I don't know, that shit was just damaged, which confused the shit out of me. But
this is going to kill the series. I'm just going to say it right now.
Yeah.
It's going to kill the series because they're going to have to, like, thread a needle with this storyline.
They are.
I don't know how, like, I think she's probably she could be an amazing Batwoman. And I feel bad because I feel like she should just they should just end it and start from scratch with her.
As Batgirl.
Yeah.
Or Batwoman. Doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter, but...
You can make her Kate Kane, but don't fucking bring her in the middle, like...
Yeah, it's wild.
This isn't Family Matters where you just switch out the characters mid-season and hope, like fucking...
Yo, but even Family Matters knew how to do it, though.
It's like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how...
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're to switch somebody mid-season, you have to do it...
Shauna.
In a transition.
Shauna, real talk. How do you feel about that whole Jada like news?
Oh.
How do you feel about that shit, yo? You think it really happened?
I don't know.
You think she got a hall pass? And she really got down with... What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know.
You think Will would let that shit happen? Come on.
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't read a whole lot of the story because I was tied up in a whole nother story about Jada, so I didn't really get into that one. No, it was more the beef of her and a YouTube personality and her daughter.
Oh, Willow.
Yeah.
She's got a podcast now.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Here's what has to happen.
Okay.
You kill Cat King. This is the only way that I would believe it. You kill Cat King. You wrap up that series, and then you pan out to a different Earth.
Yes. And it's a new King. Yes. That's the only.
Or you find a breacher that opens a new a breach to basically a boom tube to a different Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only way that this shit's gonna fucking work.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, I hope you're listening, WB, somebody, because we all know everybody listens, low-key. So here's how you do it. Is you show, because obviously Ruby Rose is gone at this point, so you just have someone, you see her from the back, walking through, and then she comes out the other side as her.
Oh, yeah. That'll work.
And so that shows that it's still the same. She's still Kate Kane, but it's in another dimension, another universe, which explains everything else. The look is different. That's how you seamlessly do it, so that it's not an obvious change without having to start from scratch.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it that way or something similar, it's gonna die. And this girl who potentially could be an amazing Batwoman is gonna get the shit end of the stick. She really is.
But being the asshole that I am, did they pick the actress because of what's going on right now, and they just want to go with the flow?
Possibly.
And I'm not going to doubt her acting style, and I actually think it's about time. given, other than Catwoman, who was partially a fill-in. But if that's why, poor choice. Poor choice.
Yes.
And shame on you for doing this shit. And that's where you have the potential to kill the story.
True.
I mean, because in the past, it's not like they have, with the Daredevil movie, Kingpin was Michael Clark Douglas.
Yeah.
But it worked for the movie. Nick Fury.
Oh my God, that fucking worked.
He was a white guy.
David Hasselhoff.
So it's not unheard of for comics and other media to be so it's okay to do that. What it's not okay is to just you turn it on and all of a sudden it's like wait, what? You have to have some kind of explanation that makes sense in the realm. So like I said, they have to thread the needle on the first try with this transition or it's gonna fucking tank.
You're gonna have people pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not because they're changing actresses.
No, that's the reason
they're
why.
Pissed the reason why, and they're gonna say this is just a shit transition. They could have done better.
Yeah.
And I really hope for her sake that they transition it properly because I think it would be awesome to have her as Batwoman, somebody.
Dream sequence the shit out of it if you have to.
Yeah.
No.
With her, yeah.
No.
Oh, shit. All right. Okay. All right.
Not dream sequence that shit. That's the shittiest thing. That is like a.
Not a dream sequence, but there was this shit that they were toying around with was in Supergirl, where this virtual reality shit. That if she was black and went into VR and was white, and because that, wait, don't get me wrong, and maybe they will listen to me because she went in and she was white because of all the stuff going on, and she thought being white and a superhero was the best way, but in reality, she
You're wild, dude.
No, but in reality, she woke up and realized being black is strong, being black is proud, being Batwoman, she's Kate Kane and she's black. That's who she really has to be. Damn.
That's wild, yo.
But if you're saying that doesn't a virtual reality, that basically negates everything that happened.
Yes, and that's the only way to pull it off. You negate the whole first season.
But in negating the whole first season, you also negate Crisis on Infinite Earth.
No, you don't.
Why?
Oh.
Because she came in Crisis on Infinite Earth.
You're right.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, every time you have a dream sequence, and you basically, it's a big fuck you to the fans.
Yeah, you're right.
We have invested all of this, and it's like a cheap shot. It's like the easy way out. Look at fucking, what was it? What was it, Dallas?
Oh, fucking my life. JR. Wakes up in the fucking shower.
It was all just a dream, and I'm like, are you fucking shitting me?
Oh, not JR, Bobby.
Yeah, it's like, and wasn't didn't the same type of thing happen with what the fuck? It was the Sopranos.
Was it Sopranos? The ending?
Yeah.
Well, no one really knows. They never answered that.
Exactly, but it basically was like, wait, you are not saying that this was a fucking dream.
Yeah. They left it open so that it could be.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you do that shit, it's a slap in the face to your fans, and especially with the way that the WB likes to sew all their fucking shit together, so that they're like, oh, this season's doing pretty shitty, let's bring them over here, so people have to watch that season.
Yeah.
you can't negate the entire season, because then it negates everything else that happened on all the other things.
True.
What if? Nah, whatever. Fuck that shit. Let's move on to the next story.
The only way they're going to do it.
Oh, spoiler alert. Long is saying Tony Soprano did die. Well, yeah, he died. James Gandolfini is dead.
James Gandolfini.
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, we all know that. Did he? Oh, fuck. You know what? Moving on. Fuck this shit. Tron fucking 3. It's about fucking time.
Yeah.
So is this legit? This is legit happening.
It's from Disney. It's legit. No, so this movie has been off and on and off and on and off and on. But they've confirmed that Tron 3 script is finalized, is written, and it's done. They even reached out to Daft Punk, who's going to score the third movie.
That's right, that's right.
Now, I got my issues with the second movie. Because y'all motherfuckers just gave us a whole Tron 1 just redone with graphics the second time around. Because that's all that it was. Except this time, Clue was bad. Which at the end, he turned good. But that's really what Tron 2 was about, but it was still a fucking good movie.
Right. But the ending of Tron 2 left a huge fucking door open.
Yes, because what's-her-name came to the reality.
Exactly. And, like, pretty much the whole thing was, your work's not over.
Yeah.
It's still not safe. You're still not safe. There's still work to be done. There's a huge fucking door left wide open. So that's pretty...
Yeah.
Could it go into the world? Could it go into the world of VR or AR? Not even VR, augmented reality at this point.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. That would be a good.
You touched upon how you killed off the world that he created, but he brought back this new species that actually came to life on their own,
right.
And you brought her into the reality that you came from. And they really alluded to that Jeff Bridges is dead. He shut the whole shit down. His son came back with her. And as technology is moving, we now have augmented reality. Can she play a part and it be something about augmented reality?
She'd be a hybrid.
What I read. What?
Yeah.
She would be a hybrid.
Yeah.
She could step foot into both worlds.
Oh, shit. That'd be hot.
That would be hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing really that spilled the beans on what the script is about, just that it's been completed. I'm like, damn.
Yep.
That is very intriguing. I am very interested to see what happens with that.
I just want a light sight.
Well, do we know when that's gonna be like?
Yeah.
Do we have
nothing.
Date? No.
No date on it. No, nothing.
Yeah.
We'll just keep at it.
Just because the script's written doesn't. I mean, look what happened with getting pushed back with Black Widow.
I'm going to assume we're not going to get anything until 2022, 23 at this point.
Yeah.
Because of all the work that has to go in after the movie's done.
Yeah. I mean, because so much of it may have just digital graphics, and that can be done
at home.
Social distancing. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's the easiest part. Technically, nowadays, that's probably the easiest part for anyone to complete is the part of the graphics or the audio, but it's the refilming. It's the filming initial photography of it is what takes the longest. I don't know. Let's see what we get, but Disney needs to hurry up and give this before the world is over and that fucking Black Plague comes from China.
Yeah. Well, speaking about the plague, Fallout TV has a series that's going to be working on Amazon. Obviously, Amazon Studios has a shitload of money. Hopefully, they're going to be following the lore of the video games. And that's like that could drop us with like a bunch of series, you know, bunch of seasons if they do it right. If they go with their own story, it's gonna be shit. But you know now you can see where all this money that went from the microtransactions, where they're investing it into.
So, you see, I just so
everyone's
Amazon,
getting their own TV show, right?
right? But on
Why
Amazon,
don't we have a TV show?
We could. I just don't want to show
well.
my titties.
I'll show my titty.
All right, I'll show them too.
Microtransactions, though. No, you gotta pay. Yeah,
that's right.
No, but I mean, I thought Amazon was getting rid of all their original content. They just got rid of Karate Kid. It's going to, or Danielson, or whatever the name of that series is, Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Kai. It's going to Netflix.
True.
So I don't get it.
I don't know.
What you got there, G?
Oh yeah, so you guys know the Ivy brand, right? For Father's Day, I got this hoodie and a shirt from Ivy. And I just wanted to show the support.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's mad chill. I like the colors. Came out really nice. And on the back it says Ivy brand. Huh? Can you see?
It looks like it's soft.
It's what?
It looks like it's soft.
It is very soft. Yeah, on the inside it's like it's super soft. Yeah. On the outside, it's really it's soft, but on the inside it's like warm. So yeah, I just wanted to show the support, but also thank you so much. Really appreciate that. But yeah. So Mutant Ninja Turtles CG movie is getting a reboot from Nickelodeon.
Yep.
And Seth Rogen, Point Grey Pictures. Why Seth Rogen, man? This is the thing, right? Why Seth
You
Rogen?
Mikey smoking a bowl.
I watched.
You explain the pizza.
I watched the B movie the other day because Wolvie wanted to watch it, but the innuendos I was like, no fucking way, dude. I mean, as an adult, I'm like, whatever, but as a kids movie, he goes too far sometimes, dude. He's wild.
I mean,
Yep. I don't know.
I mean, it's one thing to have, like a couple jokes that go over kids' heads.
No, that whole
for
movie.
Adults,
Yeah.
But
that whole movie was just yeah.
I just can't. It's like sausage. What was it? Sausage Party?
Yep.
That movie was wrong on so many different levels.
That shit was wrong.
Funny as shit.
Oh man. Oh, you see, 4th and final season of the Ozarks is coming up.
I never watched.
It's a good series. But it's the last season. This one coming up. So that's it. Because if you've never seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah,
But
I would recommend it.
I would.
Oh yeah,
Just like
it's
Space
wild.
Force. I would recommend.
What's it about?
Money laundering.
Pretty much. But this guy is just so witty and just so like he has like the perfect tongue to like get out of situations. Yeah. And like you're like no fucking way, and it happens, and yeah, it's definitely a good show. I think that's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think that's like one of his best roles ever. Like he's just phenomenal in it. Yeah. Yeah. What's his name again? I forget his name. God, dude from
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, yeah. Yeah. That's one of his best roles ever. So hopefully it's gonna be a banger on the final season. We were talking about Cyberpunk earlier, 2077. So they're coming out with an anime on Netflix. Yeah. And they're coming out with a comic on Dark Horse, I believe, right? I think it's Dark Horse. And they're coming out with something else. Fuck.
The game.
The video
Another
game, but there was something else that they were gonna do too. It was some other weird shit. They're just like, yo, they're going all out, man. They're going all out. But they're not the only ones who are gonna do like a anime or some shit. I know there was like another video game that was working on something like that. Yeah. And the last bit of news, Go Power Rangers. It's a movie, right?
Yo. So they're rebooting yet again.
Okay.
But this time, they kind of are doing it right, where they're saying that you're going to get a whole different cast, something you've never seen before in Power Rangers. You're probably going to get a female. Well, we've seen it before, but not in a female Red Ranger, but really focused that she's a female and she's the Red Ranger, and probably going LGBTQ with it.
So basically, Hollywood inclusive.
Yeah, and then they're talking about, they're not just focusing on 5. We're going to get maybe 6 or 7 Power Rangers. And time travel to fight Lord Zed.
Wow.
Yo, I could be down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I teared up a little bit when they had that, when, I forget which one it was, but they had, like, every fucking set of Power Rangers and Red Rangers. Like, I was like, holy shit, oh my God.
Yeah.
My childhood. My whole
all in front of you.
Right
all there. You had every single Power Ranger on the scene.
And the fact that some of them were, like, legit the actors. Like, some of them were just in the costume, but when they, some of them would take their helmets off, and it's like, oh my God, it's actually them. Like,
it's JDF.
Yep.
It's JDF. Like, there was a dope episode. I don't know if it was Beast Morphers or if it was the series before that, but Jason David Frank, who played Tommy Oliver, he came up with, like, the ultimate morpher. And, like, he's literally finding, like, an android. Like, they cloned him, and they were trying to clone the other Rangers. He comes into the scene, and he's got this ultimate morpher. So he's fucking in the middle of the fight. He's changing from Green Ranger to White Ranger to Black Ranger to all the different Rangers he's been. And I'm like... Yeah. So anytime you got Jason...
that's some... that's some fan service shit. Like, sometimes fan service is a little overdone, and it's not good, but sometimes...
That was the one time it was worth.
Sometimes that sweet fan service is like, I needed that in my life. Need it.
Yeah. So, I mean, with this movie, if you're dealing with time travel, different Zords, you have Zordon, you're probably going to have Alpha 5. You're probably going to have like 10 Rangers if they're going into the past to fight Lord Zed. You're probably going to have 10 or 12 Rangers.
What if they pick up Rangers throughout the past?
Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Like, to go back and pick, like, the strongest ones, or the ones where, like, okay, we can use, like, if they're being, like, really strategic, and they're like, okay, we're going to take this one because we can use the power in conjunction with this person's power, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, and just, like...
And you get the ultimate fucking Zord based off of their swords. Oh, my God!
Yes. That fucking Dragon Lord needs to be up in that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If they're picking Power Rangers that are, the fucking Ranger and that
Ranger, Like, he's like, you can't, you can, like, fuck that shit. He's the fucking best Ranger ever that ever came out. Because, number one, he came out and he was bad. And he kicked all their asses. But then he came and he became good, and he kicked everybody's ass.
Yes.
And he was so badass that they couldn't have him in every episode.
No.
Because he was overpowered.
He was too OP. He was the original OP that needed to be nerfed.
Yeah. And that's why they stripped him of his powers and made him the White Ranger.
Yep.
That, like, literally, you know, the fucking Saban, he was fucking genius with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they need to do. And even if you give us some of the actual original Sentai, Japanese Sentai Rangers in a movie, yo. Or even like a Kamen Rider or Big Bag Beetleborgs.
That would be cool. Yep.
Like, you know what? If you want to create a universe of Borgs and shit like that, then you kick it off with a Power Rangers movie. You give us a Kamen Rider movie. You give us a Big Bad Beetleborgs and Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. And then you got this whole world of Saban world. And then you combine them all into one big epic fucking movie that you will have every fucking nerd that watches these shows go see them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Because now you're not just picking one jump. You know, you're not just reaching out to one. You're reaching out to all of them.
So, Saban, if you're listening, you give us that shit.
Yep. But that's the problem, though. Saban doesn't have the rights to it anymore.
Who does now? It's not Disney. Fox. They picked up the rights to it again? Or Nickelodeon?
Oh, maybe it's Nickelodeon. But I know Saban doesn't have the rights to it.
Yeah, he resold them. It's Paramount, and Hasbro has the rights to the toys. That's right.
Yep.
God damn it. Shit ain't never going to happen now.
Yeah.
God damn it. Maybe we'll get something on Netflix. Since that seems to be Hasbro's way.
Are you listening?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it'll save me the money. It'll save me the money and time of having to go to the movies.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Oh yeah. So I tried out this Two Roads No Limits Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, kid.
Didn't we learn about Hefeweizen?
That peanut butter. Yep.
Didn't we learn our lessons about Hefeweizen?
I saw the colors and I was like, oh, I haven't tried this one. It wasn't until I got home that I saw the Hefeweizen and I said, it's a repeat of that fucking peanut butter. I said, I'm going to give it a try, but I'm probably going to eat shit. I ate shit. But listen, Two Roads. Listen, it's only this one, all right? It's only a Hefeweizen. Don't take it personal, okay? Hey.
See, I saw that and I was like, nope. So I got this.
No.
Devil's Hop Yard.
Oh.
It's a double IPA with Eldorado. You see, and this is the shit that I was talking about. How they give us the hops that are in it.
Yeah.
Eldorado, Mosaic, and Citra hops. It's 8.6, 1 pint, and it's brewed by. The whole shit is a comic book first.
Yeah, I saw that. That's dope.
And it's by Connecticut Valley Brewing Company out of South Windsor.
Nice.
That's
now,
what's
this
up.
shit is eating up my stomach, so it's got to have lactose in it.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's about to be the party time.
Last week I had a 10-point by Lord Hobo.
Yeah. You got fucked up, eh?
That and some whiskey. Some peach-flavored whiskey.
Is that how you lost your glasses?
Yeah.
Is that how Kiki came out and you were in some guy's
I'm just upset you didn't invite us, man. That's
Dude,
foul as shit.
I wasn't expecting
I would have wore a mask, a whole hazmat suit, but that's foul as shit for not inviting us, kid.
Dude, look. We were just going to my sister-in-law's for a cookout. So it was cool, and it was just like, all right, we found out the day before, so I was like, all right, we'll go. And then work wife sent me a text, hey, mind if we stop by and drop you off your birthday gift? And I'm like, we're at my sister-in-law's, let me check. All right, you can come over. They brought a bottle.
So that's what I got to do? I got to just, like, text you while you're at your sister's and be like, yo, can I come over and it's cool? All right.
Nah, it was just one of those of, like, it just
No, you have to say, oh, hey, by the way, I have that thing that I need to return to you. Do you mind if I come drop it off?
See, Long would agree with me that that's what you got to do.
Nah, Long just shows up and never leaves.
Oh, see, then we just show up and never leave.
Yeah,
that's what we got to do.
But I wasn't cooking, but we got something. We could do something by the end of the summer.
It was both of your birthdays. Like, we wanted to celebrate with you guys.
It was a shit show. That's what it turned out to be. The fact that I haven't drank all week, it was a shit show. And then and the fact that I blacked out. And then listen, the bottle that we drank wasn't even the birthday gift. I just found that out the other day.
What was the birthday gift?
Why, the other bottle that I got.
What was the other bottle that you got?
The same shit that we were drinking. I forgot what it's called. God damn it.
Are you sure you can see? You don't need some reading glasses?
No, I'm sure. As long as I'm not driving, which I'm not. But where is it? Let's see. Holy shit. Where the hell is it?
Just in case anybody cares, I'm drinking Gatorade Zero.
And you didn't add the vodka.
I didn't put vodka in it.
Good girl, because you would have been fucked up by now.
Old Camp Peach Pecan Whiskey.
Well, old Peach and Pecan.
So I'm not opening up the other bottle till we get together again.
Oh, that's nice. Look at him. Oh, he was like, you know what? I better make up and not open it right now. Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's not actually saving it for us.
I'm saving it
because he's like, no, I ain't touching that shit for a while.
We got to do a game night, and you guys got to have the Cobra whiskey.
Yeah, for sure. I want to. Whenever you're going to have us over.
And Long's got to be here, too.
Oh.
Yeah, because he needs to bring me some bow from New York.
So, you see, Shauna, we're talking about next year. You see? 6 months from now.
Nah. I was already running it by the manager of like, how'd you feel if we had a cookout here in the house? And we do the show from the house, but you have no privacy. I'm like, I don't give a crap. We have just people in the neighborhood just walk up. That's what I saw in my, because I have a side yard with no fence, and I'm thinking, we start doing a show, people just start walking up and wondering.
I mean, that might not be good though. Because you don't know where everybody's been, right?
Yeah.
True. Well, we could then recess it to the further back of the yard. So people would literally have to walk on the yard. Maybe they could pass by in the block, and we could wave at them. But there's enough room where we don't have to be near people. I mean, literally, they got to walk on the property to get to us where I'm envisioning where we would have to be, because then we got to run cable wire.
Yeah.
Out, but it's possible. I'm looking at it day by day, and I'm thinking, shit, we could do a show from here before we go to that brewery.
True.
Because we got to test the outdoor noise, and what a better way.
Me too.
Yeah.
Before we go to brewery.
Long said he'll get you a bow soon.
Oh,
all right. Guys, I definitely had a good time.
Yes.
For our fans, check out The Boys Season 2 trailer, trailer number 2. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 trailer came out also.
Definitely.
Halloween Kills trailer came out. And if you haven't noticed, the Gambit Play for Keeps, which is a fan made, I'm not sure, right? Something like a short clip, something.
Yes,
it's pretty cool.
It's a short film, kind of micro thing, but it was.
It needs to be a movie.
It needs to be a movie, yeah. It was a little bit whack, but it was also really cool. So, I mean, to each their own taste.
Okay, so for
I love it, but.
Yeah, I mean, for what it was.
Yeah.
It was really well done.
Yeah.
And they actually had a couple names in there.
Easter eggs,
like,
yeah.
You know, like, well, the villain guy, I mean, he's like a legit person.
Yep.
So
I should have gotten Stark. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You know, it's like, I'm like, damn, they got him to be in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so check those out. And thank you for being with us tonight. We will see you next Saturday, and hopefully the entire crew will be on.
Yes.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share us with all your friends if you like. We would really
Or your
appreciate it.
enemies, that's fine too.
Yeah,
That's right.
that too. And we'll
Hey,
be
everybody.
yeah, and we'll be live next Saturday if there are no technical difficulties at 8 p.m.
Fucking fuck this shit.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
I'm about to go put some RAM into this shit. So
Yeah.
What they call it nowadays?
From
Yeah,
all from all of us to all
To
you.
all you.
Drink up,
Drink up,
bitches.
bitches.
Oh, this Hefeweiser tastes like shit.
I need more coffee.
You almost made this come out my nose.
Dude, it's warm now. It's like
Oh.
it's
that shit
garbage.
was so- Please tell me that. Please tell me you didn't cut when you said this has some poison.
No, we're still rolling.
Oh, it's still coffee.
Oh, yeah. No after show. We're about to cut. Long, you can disconnect. Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Long. Good night.